This man saw a dog trapped inside a frozen lake. He didn't waste any time and immediately tried to rescue her. But no matter how hard he tried, the ice was too thick. He couldn't break through to save the dog. That's when he decided to use his knuckles instead. Even though his hands were bleeding, he didn't stop punching the ice. Finally, he broke through, but then the dog sank under the water, so the man did the unthinkable. He jumped straight into that frozen lake and pulled the dog out. When he got back to the surface, he saw the dog wasn't breathing, so he immediately started giving it CPR. The dog woke up and the man quickly took it to his car. He covered it with blankets and turned on the heater to warm the dog up. After he got home, he gave his all to treat the dog and gave it all the love it deserved. Once the dog healed up, something shocking happened. The dog would go somewhere during the night, and when it came back in the morning, the dog would bring a gift for the man who saved it. The gifts were always luxurious, expensive items. Where do you think this dog is getting those gifts from? This man saw a girl trying to throw her dog off a bridge. He immediately stopped his car and ran towards her, but it was too late. The girl had already thrown the dog off the bridge. What happened next is unbelievable. Without a second thought, the man jumped off the bridge to save the dog. Fortunately, the man was the best swimmer in his city, so he was able to save the dog. But when he got to the dog, its condition was severe. He immediately rushed the dog to the hospital. The doctor examined the dog and gave bad news. The dog had several broken bones and would never be able to walk again. But the man didn't give up there. He immediately contacted the cops and reported the incident. Later, the police found the woman who threw the dog. When they questioned her, she said the dog had bitten her son, so that's why she did it. The man decided to take the dog in and care for it himself. He studied everything he could about animals and healing. After a year of hard work, he figured out a way to heal the dog. The dog recovered completely, but then that same woman came to the man's house. She apologized and admitted she shouldn't have done that to the dog. She confessed that she had made up the lie about her son being bitten just to save herself. Do you think the man should report her to the authorities? This man saw a box moving on its own. When he looked closer, he was shocked to see a baby dog inside. The puppy was abandoned just because it was too loud. But here's the crazy part. The man had lost his own dog last year on Christmas Day. His dog died protecting him from robbers. And now, on the same day, he found this baby dog. It felt like fate, so he took the puppy home and gave it all the love it deserved. But this decision to adopt would later save his life. The puppy grew up happy under the man's care. He was trained well and filled with love. But one day, while the man was at work and his wife and kids were home, some guys came to rob the house. The man saw everything through his security camera and immediately told his wife to lock the bedroom door. But the dog, he ran out like he knew the robbers were there. He chased them down before they could do anything and even injured one of them badly. Later, the robbers confessed something shocking. These were the same guys who killed his previous dog. The man finally got his revenge. Do you think these guys deserve harsh punishment?
A man ran straight up to the police, panicked, saying he had just been robbed. The officers told him to calm down and asked what the thief looked like. Without hesitation, he said, "I remember him perfectly." So they handed him a pencil and a piece of paper and asked him to draw the suspect. He started sketching immediately. When the officers saw the drawing, they burst out laughing. There's no way he actually looked like this. The old man said, "That's exactly what he looked like." The police doubted it, but released the sketch anyway. They laughed at the drawing until the thief was arrested the very next day.
Police have just dispatched a sketch of this. Officers have now arrested the suspect moments ago.
It really looks just like
In Texas, a black guy bought a cow costume online and snuck into a local milking contest just to experience the skills of the experts. One master milker tried with all his strength and managed to get only a little yellowish milk. While she was confused, others mocked her for his poor technique. Then 13 more master milkers took turns, but each of them got only a small amount until one of them tasted it and realized something was wrong. In the end, the black guy was arrested for fraud. After his arrest, he was sentenced to prison.
A pin is attached to the back of shotgun slugs and hidden under pieces of bark. When a soldier stepped on them, the pressure was supposed to push the slug down and send the shot upward at the enemy. In reality, it failed. The pellets only rose a few centimeters above their original position, making noise more than injury. The Yakuza boss pulled out his pistol and fired at one of his men. He turned out to be a spy who had been secretly extracting information from the crew. The boss identified him by the way he bowed. While everyone else bowed as low as they could, the spy only gave a normal bow. Even if he hadn't been a spy, that gesture alone would have been seen as disrespectful, and it was enough to trigger the Yakuza boss.